going to be a difficult case to prove who did actually cause the actual impact on the spine. And it reminds me of the Murder on the Orient Express. Are you guys familiar with that movie at all?
Oh, I am not familiar with the movie, but
no.
That's about 35 years old. That movie.
I
remember that movie.
Yeah, and no Agatha Christie classic where
I'll have to pick it up.
And there's 13 suspects. 13 suspects, and each one of them had a part in killing this person that was stabbed. 13th person drugged the person. So
wow.
Who put the main place? Second, all this obviously saw him in different positions at different times, and he was screaming, and they failed to go and render aid. The defense said that the thrashing around, well, that wouldn't have severed his spine whatsoever. It was to some kind of hyperextension that would have been significant enough to do that. And I just don't see how they're going to prove who actually is the one who is at fault. And anyway,
you're making a very good point, and that's what the jury's going to have to try to decipher, and it's going to be near impossible because you have two different experts giving two different versions of the events. You have police officers and witnesses whose testimonies differ. There's a great deal of murky waters that they're going to try to weed through to try to get to a verdict, which is why I think it's going to be near impossible to, one, either convict or two, come to a unanimous verdict. And again, you're talking about, the part of the defense is that Freddie Gray had jail-itis. That's slang term that police officers use, and it happens all of the time that individuals with prior contacts with the criminal justice system know that if they fake injuries or scream, I want to go to the hospital, I don't feel good, I need attention, it's their way of getting out of going to jail, and they'll go to the hospital instead. And that's part of what his lawyer has brought up. It's a common thing in the criminal justice system.
Right. I'm looking at jailitis, and I'm going, I've never heard of that.
Yes, it's a slang term.
Yeah. Joseph Scott may, the first one that said he was thrashing about and caused his own neck injury, I know the jury, they're lay people, but that really doesn't wash well. It was a significant ever, which is very highly unlikely to happen because you're thrashing around. You're thrashing around in zone or just, a significant impact on the spinal cord to cause it to do that. And at first he was he couldn't breathe. Eventually he went unconscious, and then he died. Until it finally just killed him. And that's what I wanted to say. So nice talking to you guys again.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Mary.
All right. Bye-bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. That'll do it for this week. Next week, defense attorney for Jody Arias will join us, Kirk Nermy. Don't forget that. Bob, you want to give out your website?
Sure, yeah. Our firm website is www.S as in Sam, C as in Charles, K as in King, ESQ.com, SCKESQ. We also have a Twitter handle and a Facebook page and a YouTube channel where you can see all of our national news media appearances on CNN, HLN, and Fox News. So appreciate the time on the show as always.
Who's going to come out of the NFC East? I think you're a Eagle fan.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. Don't hold it against me. But I wish I could have some semblance of faith in my Eagles, but every time I feel like they do something well, they take two steps back.
They're right in the mix.
Well, listen, they're all in the mix. It's what my friends and I would call a dumpster fire of a division. It's all gross. But listen, I'm still hopeful that they can turn it around this week, and hopefully we can get a win against Buffalo and win the division.
They got a surprise win against New England, so
yeah, listen, that was a Super Bowl for us.
Okay, Alex, so say your website.
Oh, my website is alexandersanchez.com. You're certainly welcome to pull it up and look at it and see what material I have there. And you might see me on the Nancy Grace Show. Hey, Joe, I've been noticing that every time I'm on the Nancy Grace Show, you're on the same show. Have you been noticing that?
There you go, man. Serendipity, dude.
I don't know if they think we make a great team or maybe we should start our own show. I don't know, but for some reason I've been noticing that lately.
I like it.
It's been terrific.
They just fired the president of HLN, so maybe they're looking for new talent now.
There you go. I better submit my name tomorrow,
And Joe, Scott, anything you want to mention?
Hey, just so much gratitude to you, Jordan, for having me on board and being on with these bright legal minds. Thoroughly enjoy discussing with you guys, and particularly the fans that are out there listening. You have a great thing going on, and I'm so glad that I can be at least a small part of it.
You're a big part of it.
Well, just check out my university, jsu.edu. That's Jacksonville State University, and check out our Center for Applied Forensics. We're on Facebook and posting interesting articles about forensic practice and interesting things on the cutting edge of crime science. So come on over and show us the love.
No question about it. And everybody have a nice holiday if we don't speak. Enjoy your Christmases or whatever you celebrate. And have a healthy New Year, and hopefully it'll stay out warm here in the New York tri-state area for Bob's sake, my sake, and Alex's sake.
67 degrees on Sunday. I can't believe it. I want to go golfing.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's a heat wave.
All right, gentlemen. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Hey,
Thanks for having me, Jordan.
Happy holidays to everybody, too. Nice to be
Thank
here.
You guys.
Good night.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. Good night, everybody. Don't forget, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will have Kirk Nurmi, and he will be talking exclusively about the Jodi Arias case, which was a big case, so you want to mark that down. 1 week from tonight will be Kirk Nurmi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, great show by Mr. Alex Sanchez. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually see some videos with him involved. Thank you to Mary for calling in. Thank you to Madeline, Pager, and Vicky for everything you guys do. We appreciate it here on the King Jordan Radio Show. So with that in mind, let me leave you with Beyonce and Jay-Z for Throwback Thursday. Good night, everybody.